Welcome back for today's NFL pick video play for October 11th, 2018. In this one, we got an intriguing matchup between two teams that really need a victory right now. We have the Philadelphia Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champions, going on the road to take on their arch rival, the New York Giants. Now, the Philadelphia Eagles right now standing 2-3 overall, and they've kind of been falling victim to a little bit of that Super Bowl hangover mentality that we often see from a lot of teams that come off of Super Bowl victories. They're just 1-4 against the spread. And then you look over at the New York Giants. There was hope that maybe they could take a step forward this season after what was a very disappointing campaign last year. But the Giants right now just standing at 1-4 overall, and they're 2-3 against the spread. So in today's video, I'm going to give our lean on where we see the better value on the over-under. That total number sitting at 44 points, which is relatively low, but not a huge surprise when we look at the numbers of these two teams. So the Philadelphia Eagles, they've been a fairly balanced, mediocre team on both sides of things. When you look at it, they've actually been well below average offensively, a little bit above average defensively, but at the end of the day, they're scoring right around 21 points per game and giving up right around 21 points per game, so kind of even-handed in that sense. So if we just take what the Eagles average on both sides of the ball, their total number gets a little bit lower than 44 points at about 41 in comparison to the Giants, who are a little bit above that number simply because of their lack of defensive strengths. They're a little bit below average on that side of the ball, 19th in the NFL in points against, almost 26 points per game on average given up, and then they're also just 23rd in total scoring average. And when you add their two numbers up together, you get right around 46, which is a little bit above this 44-point number. So the Eagles today, they're hoping that they can get things going back in a better direction offensively against what ranks as a below-average defensive opponent. In the Eagles, their scoring numbers are actually worse than what you'd expect from a team that ranks right around average in the NFL in terms of passing and rushing. With that being the case, you'd expect their numbers to be a little bit better than this. Offensively, they've had a little bit of tough luck here and there, not able to finish off drives. And we look at what the Eagles have done lately, coming up just short in competitive matchups, losing this past week to the Vikings by a final of 21-23. So you add that up, you get to 44 points, which is the total number in this one. The week before that, against what you would expect to be a more defensive-oriented opponent taking on the Titans, that final, the Eagles lost by a final of 23-26. So the total in what you would figure to be more of a defensive matchup between the Eagles and Titans, the total in that one reached 49 points, which is a little bit higher than this total today. So the Eagles coming off back-to-back losses, they should be highly motivated to try to get things back on track, grab a win here today, get their record back to 500. But also the Giants in a similar boat. We've seen their recent numbers. They've gone a little bit higher with those totals in their last outing, coming up just short on the road against the Carolina Panthers. That was a higher scoring game. The Giants lost that one by a final of 31-33, so the total in that one hitting 64 points. So based on what we've been seeing from these two teams, trending a little bit more to the overside of what we're currently seeing with the total in this matchup. For today's pick video play, we're going to go ahead and side with that over 44 points, a relatively low total number here as the better value play. If you agree, give the video a thumbs up. Disagree, give it a thumbs down. Check out all of our NFL plays for this week's action over at stumpthespread.com. Link down in the video description. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we hope to see you guys back here for future videos.